stop. Are you still speaking basic English every single day?
Wait, what do you mean by basic English?
Welcome to Glow English Academy. I'm Ria.
And I'm Leo. Ria, I think I speak good English, but now I'm confused. Is my English basic?
Leo, your English is correct, but sometimes it sounds too simple.
So, basic English is not wrong.
Not at all. It's correct, but if you want to sound fluent and confident, you need better word choices.
That makes sense. So, how do I improve?
Very simple. Replace basic words with stronger, more natural words.
Can you give me an example?
Of course, instead of saying, I am very happy, say, I'm thrilled.
I'm thrilled. Wow, that sounds powerful.
Exactly. Same meaning, but much better expression.
So, native speakers don't always say very happy.
They do sometimes, but not all the time. They prefer stronger words.
Okay, I understand. What about very tired?
Good question. Instead of very tired, say exhausted.
Exhausted? I like that word. It feels real.
Yes, and it sounds more natural.
Let me try a sentence. I am exhausted after work.
Perfect. That's exactly how you should use it.
So the trick is to avoid very again and again?
Yes, if you keep saying very, your English sounds basic.
I think I use very all the time.
Most learners do. That's why we're fixing it today.
This is already helpful.
Great. Let's build more examples.
Okay, what about very big?
Instead of very big, say huge.
Huge. That's easy.
Yes, and very common in daily English.
Let me try. This building is huge.
Excellent. That sounds natural.
What about very small?
Say tiny.
Tiny. That's a cute word.
Yes, and very useful.
This room is tiny.
Perfect again.
I feel like I'm learning real English now.
That's the goal, to sound natural, not textbook-like.
True. Textbook English feels boring sometimes.
Exactly, and real conversations need better expressions.
What about very good?
Say excellent.
That's common, but I don't use it much.
Start using it from today.
Your work is excellent.
That sounds confident and professional.
I like this method. It's simple.
Yes, small changes create a big impact.
So I don't need difficult grammar to improve.
Not always. Vocabulary plays a huge role.
That makes learning easier.
Exactly, and more practical.
Can we try one more example?
Sure, instead of very cold, say freezing.
Freezing. I like that one.
Use it in a sentence.
It's freezing today.
Perfect. That sounds natural and fluent.
This is actually fun to learn.
Learning English should always feel like this.
I'm definitely going to use these words daily.
That's the best way to improve.
Thank you, Ria. This was really helpful.
You're welcome, Leo. Keep practicing and you'll sound more confident every day. So, Leo, are you ready to upgrade more of your English?
Yes, after the last lesson, I'm really excited.
Great, let's continue. Instead of saying very fast, you can say quick or rapid.
Rapid sounds interesting. Is it common?
Yes, especially in formal or descriptive situations.
Let me try. The train is rapid.
Almost. You can say the train is very rapid, but more naturally say the train moves rapidly.
Oh, I see the difference now.
Good. Now let's try something easier. Instead of very slow, say slow with more feeling or use sluggish.
Sluggish. That's a new word for me.
Yes, and it's useful. For example, the internet is sluggish today.
That sounds real. I can use that daily.
Exactly. Now, what about emotions? Instead of very angry, say furious.
Furious. Wow, that sounds strong.
It is strong, and that's why it sounds natural. Let me try, he was furious yesterday.
Perfect. That's exactly right. This is actually easier than I thought.
Yes, because we are not learning complicated grammar, just better words.
I like this way of learning.
Good. Now try this. Very scared. What can you say instead?
I don't know.
Say terrified.
Terrified. That sounds powerful.
Yes. For example, I was terrified during the movie.
That sounds so natural.
Exactly. Now let's do another one. Instead of very interesting, say fascinating.
Fascinating. I've heard that word before.
Yes, and now you should start using it. This book is fascinating.
Perfect. That's advanced English. I feel like my vocabulary is growing.
That's the goal. Step-by-step improvement. Can we do more?
Of course.
Instead of very beautiful, say gorgeous.
Gorgeous. That sounds really nice.
Yes, and very common in conversations. The view is gorgeous.
Excellent. You're doing great. This is actually fun.
Learning becomes fun when you see progress.
True. I feel more confident already.
That's important. Confidence makes your English better. What about very bad? Good question. Instead of very bad, say terrible.
The weather is terrible today.
Perfect. That sounds natural. I think I understand the pattern now. Yes, replace simple words with stronger ones.
It's like upgrading my vocabulary.
Exactly. That's why we say upgrade your English.
I love that idea.
Let's try one last example. Instead of very easy, say simple.
This lesson is simple.
Good. And you can also say effortless.
Effortless. That's a great word.
Yes, and it sounds very natural.
Speaking English should feel effortless.
Beautiful sentence.
Thank you. I'm learning fast.
You are, because you're practicing.
I'll keep using these words every day.
That's the best way to improve. This lesson really helped me.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep upgrading your English and you'll sound more fluent every day.
Leo, I can already hear a difference in your English.
Really? That makes me happy.
Yes, and today will make it even better.
I'm ready.
Let's focus on daily conversation words. Instead of saying very hungry, say starving.
Starving. That sounds very real.
Yes, people use it all the time.
I'm starving right now.
Perfect. That sounds natural.
I'll definitely use that.
Good. Now, instead of very full, say stuffed.
Stuffed. Like after eating too much.
Exactly.
I'm stuffed after dinner.
Great job.
This is so practical.
That's why it's important. Real-life English matters.
True.
Now, instead of very funny, say hilarious.
Hilarious. I've heard that before.
Yes, it's very common.
That joke was hilarious.
Excellent.
I like this word a lot.
Good. Now, let's try another one. Instead of very smart, say brilliant.
Brilliant. That sounds strong.
Yes, and very positive.
She is a brilliant student.
Perfect sentence.
I feel more confident speaking like this.
That's the idea. Confidence comes with better vocabulary.
I agree.
Now, instead of very busy, say swamped.
Swamped? That's new for me.
It means extremely busy.
I'm swamped with work today.
Excellent. That's exactly how it's used.
This is really useful.
Good. Now, instead of very tired, we learned exhausted. Let's add one more, drained.
Drained. I like that.
For example, I feel drained after a long day.
That sounds very natural.
Yes, and very expressive.
I think I'm starting to sound more fluent.
You are. Now, let's try something else. Instead of very difficult, say challenging.
Challenging. That sounds better than very difficult.
Exactly.
This exam is challenging.
Perfect.
I like how these words sound.
Good English should sound natural and smooth.
That's true.
Now, instead of very boring, say dull.
The movie was dull.
Correct.
This is getting easier.
Yes, because you're understanding the pattern.
Replace very plus word with a stronger word.
Exactly. That's the key rule.
I'll remember that.
Let's try one last example. Instead of very bright, say brilliant or vivid, depending on context.
The colors are vivid.
Perfect usage.
I feel proud of myself.
You should. You're improving step by step.
Thank you for guiding me.
You're welcome. Just keep practicing daily.
I will. I really enjoy learning like this.
That's the best way to grow. Keep using these words and your English will sound more natural every day.
Leo, now that you know so many better words, let's use them in real conversations.
Yes, I want to speak naturally in daily life.
Great! Imagine you meet a friend after a long day. What would you say?
Maybe, I am very tired.
Good, but let's upgrade it.
I'm exhausted.
Perfect. That sounds much better.
Yes, it feels more real.
Now imagine you're really hungry after work.
I am very hungry.
Upgrade it.
I'm starving.
Excellent. That's exactly how people speak.
I like this way of learning.
Good. Now let's try another situation. You watch a movie and you love it.
The movie was very good.
Upgrade it.
The movie was excellent.
Nice. You can also say amazing or fantastic.
Oh, that gives more options.
Exactly. Variety makes your English sound richer.
That makes sense.
Now imagine the opposite. You didn't like the movie.
The movie was very bad.
Upgrade it.
The movie was terrible.
Perfect. That sounds natural.
This is actually easy.
Yes, because you're just changing one word.
Small change, big difference.
Exactly. Now let's try feelings. You feel very happy today.
I'm very happy.
Upgrade it.
I'm thrilled.
Excellent. That sounds confident.
I like that word a lot.
Good. Now imagine you are scared.
I am very scared.
Upgrade it.
I'm terrified.
Perfect. That's strong and natural.
These words really change the feeling.
Yes, they make your English more expressive.
I can see that.
Now let's try daily conversation. Someone asks, "How was your day?"
I usually say, it was very busy.
Upgrade it.
It was hectic.
Great. You can also say, "I was swamped."
I was swamped today.
Perfect. That sounds very natural.
I feel like I'm speaking better already.
You are. Now let's try describing weather.
It is very hot.
Upgrade it.
It's boiling.
Excellent.
And very cold is freezing, right?
Exactly.
It's freezing outside.
Perfect.
This is becoming easy now.
Yes, because you're practicing in real situations.
That helps a lot.
Now let's try one more. Someone tells you a joke.
That was very funny.
Upgrade it.
That was hilarious.
Perfect. That sounds natural and expressive.
I love how these words sound.
Good English is not just correct, it's expressive.
I understand that now.
And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
I'll start using these in my daily conversations.
That's the best way to improve.
Thank you, Ria. This is really helping me.
You're doing great, Leo. Keep practicing and your English will sound more confident and natural every day. Leo, you've learned so many new words. How do you feel now?
Honestly, I feel more confident already.
That's great to hear. Let's quickly use everything you've learned in real sentences.
Okay, I'm ready.
How would you say, "I am very happy"?
I'm thrilled.
Perfect. And "I am very tired"?
I'm exhausted.
Excellent. What about very hungry?
I'm starving.
Great job. Now, very big
Huge.
and very small?
Tiny.
Perfect. You're doing really well.
This feels so easy now.
That's because you understand the pattern.
Yes. Replace very plus word with a stronger word.
Exactly. That's the key idea.
I'll definitely remember this.
Now let's try some more. How would you say very funny?
Hilarious.
Good. And very angry?
Furious.
Perfect. What about very scared?
Terrified.
Excellent. You're improving fast.
I'm really enjoying this.
That's important. Enjoying learning helps you improve faster.
True.
Now let's use full sentences. Tell me about your day using better words.
Okay. I was swamped with work and now I'm exhausted.
That sounds natural and fluent.
Wow, I like how that sounds.
Try another one.
I was starving, so I ate a huge meal and now I'm stuffed.
Perfect. That's exactly how people speak.
This is really helpful.
Now describe a movie.
The movie was hilarious, but the ending was terrible.
Excellent. That's a very natural sentence.
I feel like I'm speaking real English now.
You are. That's the difference between basic English and natural English.
I understand now.
What changed the most for you?
Just replacing simple words with stronger ones.
Exactly. Small changes, big results.
I'll keep practicing this every day.
That's the best habit. Use these words in your daily conversations.
I will.
And don't be afraid to try new words.
Yes, I feel more confident now.
Confidence is the key to fluency.
Thank you for teaching me in such a simple way.
You're welcome, Leo. You did a great job.
I learned a lot today.
Keep practicing, keep improving, and your English will sound more natural every day.
Definitely. Follow Glow English Academy to upgrade your English.
See you soon with more simple and powerful lessons.